All right, let's get right into it. We've all gotten pretty used to AI that can chat, right? But the real revolution, the next big step, is AI that can do things. We're talking about AI agents that don't just talk about booking a flight, they actually use the tools to book it for you. They're shifting from being a conversation partner to a real coworker. But there's a huge hidden problem here. This comment from Hacker News just nails it. Just describing the tools an AI can use, only 47 of them can completely max out its memory, its entire context window. And that's before you've even asked it to do anything. Imagine hiring an assistant and spending the first 3 hours just listing their available apps. It's totally impractical. So this brings us to the core of the problem we're going to unpack. And this isn't some small technical glitch, This is a fundamental roadblock. If we want to build these incredible agents that can navigate our digital world, we have got to solve this memory problem first. So where do we start? Well, the first piece of the puzzle is to fix the absolute mess of how agents and tools talk to each other today. Right now, it's basically the Wild West out there. This slide really says it all. The old way, over on the left, was just pure chaos. Every developer had to write custom, fragile code for every single connection. It was a nightmare. The new way, the MCP way, is all about creating a universal translator, a single shared language so any agent can talk to any tool, period. And this analogy from Andreessen Horowitz is just perfect. Think about it. APIs created a standard that let the whole web talk to itself, paving the way for the internet we use today. The goal for the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, is to do the exact same thing for AI tools. It's a really simple idea, but the implications are massive. So let's be super clear on what MCIP is. It's not a product you buy. It's a rulebook, an open standard, kind of like the rules of grammar. It just defines a clean, predictable way for an agent and a tool to communicate. It's actually inspired by things developers use every day, like the language server protocol in their code editors. Okay, so having a standard language is a huge step, but you also need a smarter way to actually speak that language. And that's where companies like Anthropic are stepping up, creating a really powerful playbook for their Claude models. Now, to really appreciate what they're doing, you have to get the scale of this problem. Anthropic found that just defining 58 common developer tools for an agent ate up more than 55,000 tokens. That is an enormous piece of the model's working memory just gone. So their first move is just brilliant: tools search. Instead of trying to cram the entire toolbox into the agent's memory, you let the agent search a huge workshop of tools on demand. When it needs a specific calculator, it just goes and finds it, uses it, and puts it back. This one idea completely slashes that initial memory overload. Second, they're teaching the AI to be way more efficient. Instead of this slow, back-and-forth conversation, call a tool, get a result, think, call another tool, the AI just writes a quick little script. This script becomes a mini program that does all the work, calling multiple tools, processing the data, and then it only returns the final clean answer. It keeps the model's brain from getting cluttered with junk. And this third one, this might be the most important. They figured out that just describing a tool with a technical schema isn't enough. You have to show the AI how to use it. You give it examples. See, a schema tells the AI the rules of the road, but an example teaches it how to actually drive. It learns the unwritten rules, like how to format a date just right. It's the difference between reading the manual and watching an expert at work. And wow, look at the results. This chart from Anthropic's research is just crystal clear. By simply adding a few good examples, the AI's accuracy on complex tasks skyrocketed from 72% all the way up to 90%. That is a night and day difference. It's a huge leap in reliability. The cool thing is, this isn't just happening in big research labs. This is out in the wild. The open source community is taking these ideas and literally building the future in their terminals right now. Just check out this project from the Coding Garden YouTube channel. The host is building a custom tool to make his entire archive of 600 videos searchable. He's using a technique called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. Now that sounds complicated, but the idea is super simple. The AI retrieves the relevant info from the videos and uses it to augment its own knowledge to generate a perfect answer. It's a real-world agent being built right before our eyes. And as you look at these projects, you'll see one technology, Dino, popping up over and over again. There's a really good reason for that. Dino is built for security from the ground up. And let's be honest, when you are asking an AI to write and run code by itself, having a secure, sandboxed environment isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely essential. But, and this is a really important but, a sandbox is not a magic shield. Even secure runtimes have vulnerabilities that get discovered. This space moves so fast, and staying on top of security patches for your tools is not optional. It's a must. The risk is just too high otherwise. So when you pull back and look at the big picture, what's happening here is a huge evolution. We're moving away from simple function calls, one at a time, and into this new world of intelligent orchestration. The AI is becoming less like a single musician and more like the conductor of a whole digital orchestra. This table really brings it all home. On the left, you've got all the big problems that were holding agents back. Tool overload crushing the model's memory, context pollution making it confused, incorrect usage causing errors, and the total chaos of fragmentation. And for every single one of them, we now have a smart, new solution. We are systematically tearing down the walls between us and truly powerful AI agents. But let's be real, we're not at the finish line yet. The MCP ecosystem is still really young. There are big questions we still need to solve. Things like a standard way for tools to handle security and authentication, or how to create a universal app store so our agents can easily discover new tools. The foundation's been laid, but now we've got to build the city. And all of this leads to one final huge question. We are right on the edge of creating agents that can use our digital world with the same natural ease that we use our own hands. Once we get there, the possibilities are just mind-boggling. What are the first big problems we're going to solve? That's the future we are all building right now.